Hello, Cryptowisers. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Milton, and I will be your captain for this episode. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about something that I have not talked a lot about on the channel, but they are crucial, absolutely crucial to the crypto universe, and that is oracles, and more specifically, oracle projects. And of course, you cannot talk about oracle projects without talking about the king, Chainlink. Now, I don't consider myself a Chainlink marine by any stretch of the imagination, but I absolutely respect it as the king of oracle projects. So I can't do an oracle video without touching on Chainlink, but don't worry, my advanced crypto-wisers. I, of course, cannot make a full video just on Chainlink. I mean, everyone knows that Chainlink is amazing. So I will also be sharing with you my 3 altcoin oracle picks. There are a ton of oracle projects in the space now and a ton coming in. A lot of people trying to compete with Chainlink or take a little bit of the market share away from them. No crypto portfolio, blockfolio is complete without at least one oracle project in it, in Milty's opinion. So today I'm going to share with you the one that I am currently most invested in and the one that's launching soon that Milty's got his eyes on. All right, kids, today is all oracles all the time. So buckle up. This is going to be another exciting episode of Cryptowise. Okay, Cryptowisers, before I go into the specific projects, I gotta touch on just quickly what oracles are. Now look, I try not to do the very basics on this channel. I figure if you found Cryptowise on YouTube, it means that you know a little about crypto already. But for you newbies out there, just quickly, basically, the oracles are what bring outside data into the blockchain network. Now, this is an article or blog post from Binance Academy, and if you are new to crypto, I highly recommend Binance Academy. Binance is obviously the biggest crypto exchange in the world. It's in their interest to teach you about crypto, and they've got a lot of great articles about the basics, and this is their article on oracles. Essentially, blockchain oracles are third-party services that provide the smart contracts with external information. They serve as bridges between blockchains and the outside world. So blockchains and smart contracts, they can't access off-chain data. So data that exists outside of that network. But for many of the contracts, it's vital to have relevant information from the outside world to execute that agreement. And so how they get that data and how they authenticate that that data is trustworthy are through oracle projects. Got it? So essentially, you've got the real world that's got a ton of data. The oracle grabs that data, ensures that it's worthy, that it's trustworthy, and then it sends it into the blockchain network. So every blockchain network, every blockchain project pretty much that uses smart contracts needs oracles. So clearly there is a need for these projects. And as long as there is crypto and decentralized blockchains, there are going to be oracles. Okay, so that's your Oracle 101 lesson. If you want to know more about it, Google it. There is a ton of info on the web about it. So moving right along. As I said, you can't talk oracles without talking about Chainlink. It is the king of oracle projects. Hands down, bar none, there is no debating it. They are essentially the Ethereum of oracle projects. They have such a head start. It's not even funny. Okay, so this is the DeFi list on CoinMarketCap. As you can see, Chainlink at the very top, even ahead of Uniswap. But all you have to do to see the importance of Chainlink is look at the cryptocurrency list, rank it by market cap, and you will see here is Chainlink right here, number 9. Sitting at $30.68 at the time of recording this video, over $12 billion market cap. And there's no way that Litecoin should be ahead of it. Not really sure what this Model 3 Tesla is and why it's on the list. Skip that. Polkadot's got to be ahead of it, in my opinion. XRP, I would put below it. Cardano, we shall see. But you are talking top tier crypto. Chainlink is already there. And it's for good reason. Okay, if you just Google the list of Chainlink partnerships, it is insane. They are essentially partnered with every major crypto project. But not only that, they have huge partnerships in the real business world. As you can see here, Chainlink partners Google Cloud, Oracle, and last year they announced a huge partnership with Microsoft. Because huge corporations such as IBM, JP Morgan, Disney, now Microsoft have all now adopted blockchain technology into their services and operations. Even if it's not an open source, decentralized blockchain, a lot of these big companies are using private blockchains. They still need oracles. And Chainlink and Microsoft are already working together. So of course, this is huge. Chainlink is the king. I do not deny it. So if you are a buy it and forget it kind of crypto investor, Chainlink is your Oracle project. You don't even have to think about it. But there are a lot of other Oracle projects. This is a list that I found on Crypto Slate. They've got 12 of them listed here. There are way more than 12. Definitely more on the way. So as we can see, market cap, Chainlink, 12.33 billion. The next biggest Oracle project, which last year took off, came onto the scene, huge, is Band Protocol. And you can see that is sitting at just over 360 million. So a huge gap between Chainlink and the rest of the Oracle projects. Just taking a quick look at Band, it's at $18.42, and this chart looks beautiful. Okay, so as I told you, last summer Band took off, sitting at around $1. It shot all the way up to over $16. And just recently it broke through and now has made new all-time highs. And you'll notice with this chart, this is what a lot of the alts are looking like right now, guys. So they made all-time highs a while ago, either last summer or even a year ago or whatever. And they recently matched that all-time high and are now searching for their new all-time high. That's where we are. That's how hot this market is. And if this market can stay hot, you'll like a chart like this. Obviously, always risky when something's in its all-time high. But usually, if something can break through its old all-time high, it then has what we call price discovery, because there are no more resistance lines on the chart for them to have to break through. We don't know what the next level of resistance is. And because traders don't have that to compare to, you usually see a big leg up from the old all-time high. That's why traders love these charts. Okay, Band, definitely the number 2. Okay, think of it as the Pepsi to Chainlink's Coke if you want to, if you're that sort of thinker. This is a great project for anyone who wants to get into an Oracle project, but not necessarily be on the Chainlink bandwagon. But Cryptowisers, I'm going to show you my 3 Oracle projects that I have on my radar. I either own them, will own them, or am thinking very seriously about adding it to my portfolio. They're not necessarily low cap, but they are much lower than Band and Chainlink. But before I tell you those projects, would you do Milty a favor and subscribe to our channel? And of course, make sure you hit that notification button so you get notified when we publish our next video. All right, guys, here are Milty's top 3 small cap Oracle altcoins. Number 1, Dia or Dia. Not sure how it's pronounced, but I love it anyway. Full disclosure, this is the one I have a bag of right now. I've owned Dia or Dia for a very long time. It's sitting in at around $3.22 right now. As you can see, this project took off like a flash. Oracle projects were so hot last fall. You see, right when it launched, Dia went all the way up to over $4 at $4.29. So it hasn't even reached its all-time high yet. I think there's a lot more room to grow for Dia in the coming weeks and months if we stay hot, if this market stays hot. That's a caveat that I have to say, because obviously if the whole alt market starts to dip, then of course Dia will dip with it. But if we stay hot, I think Dia has a lot more room to go. It's sitting at a market cap of 91 million, not even at 100 million market cap yet. But of course, you always have to look at the fully diluted market cap. And in this case, we have one at 650-ish million, but it is going to be a very long time before we hit that full diluted market cap. It's not something I am too worried about. As you can see, great volume, 24-hour volume, 88 million. And you can get DIA on Binance and Uniswap. Love to see that combo when I'm looking at a token. And if you follow DIA on Twitter, you know that they are always announcing some really great stuff. A ton of amazing, really reputable projects are using DIA as their Oracle source. And DIA just announced that they are going to expand and integrate into Binance's smart chain ecosystems. So this was huge bullish news for Milty. As you know, in the last few weeks, Milty has been huge on the Binance smart chain. So I love seeing DIA incorporated into it. All right, guys, moving right along. The next Oracle small cap altcoin that Milty loves is API3. This is a newer project just launched last November, and these guys are ambitious. Okay, they wanted to launch with a big bang, and they surely did, because when you look at their list of early investors, okay, their venture investors in this project are huge. Look at all these companies. There was a great article on CoinDesk last November. Chainlink killer API3 closes $3 million in funding round. I won't go through this whole article. It was published November 12th on CoinDesk. It's a great article. I recommend it. But this video is not a deep dive on API3. I just wanted to mention, because I love projects that are ambitious, that think big. And in this article, there's a quote from the co-founder of API3, and he says, "We just saw some shortcomings in the way that Chainlink basically operate their data feeds on the Oracle network as a whole." Calling out Chainlink right off the bat, I kind of love that, because I love competition in the space. Okay, if you're going to start a new Oracle project, I want you to think that you can play with the big boys. API3 definitely does. They've got a different way of doing things. It's quite unique what they're doing. They're innovating the Oracle space. And so they are definitely a small cap Oracle project, needs to be on your radar. Just looking at the tokenomics quickly, it's at $6.67 right now. Market cap of around where DIA is, 91 million. So very similar size right now to DIA, but a newer project. Definitely more hype around it, I would say, since it launched. And if we look at the chart for the last month, as you can see, they did really well at the beginning of the year. Then they consolidated, and they seem to be breaking out again. So really interesting time for this project, in my opinion. This is one I do not own, but I have been watching it since its launch, and I don't think I'm going to be able to help myself. I think I'm going to need to get some API3 in my portfolio sooner than later, because I really like this project. All right, guys, before I reveal my very last and probably my favorite small cap Oracle project, I gotta remind you, Cryptowise is not financial advice. I repeat, Cryptowise, it's not financial advice. We're just a couple of wise guys talking crypto. I mean it, guys. Do your own research. Always, we're here to inspire you, to share with you what we're doing, but we're not professional financial advisors. All right, for my last Oracle project that I gotta tell you about, if you are a hardcore Cryptowiser, you probably know what I'm about to say, because I did tease it in one of my videos of the last few weeks. Probably also easy to guess that it's gonna be built on the Polkadot network. You know, Milty loves his Polkadot. Okay, this one actually isn't out yet, but I am waiting with bated breath, because I feel like it's going to come out very soon. Every day I wake up looking for news, but so far, nothing. Okay, these are all the Oracle projects being built on Polkadot. I am curious about a lot of these, to be honest. As you can see, Chainlink is here. Chainlink is everywhere. But the one I'm really focused on is Kylin Network. I am so excited for Kylin Network. And I already talked about this one on my top 5 Polkadot altcoin video. That's right. This is one of my top 5 Polkadot projects. I cannot wait to get my hands on some Kyle token, KYL. It's not out yet. And with any of these projects that don't have their token out yet, as they say here on the website, be very cautious because there are a lot of scams and frauds, people saying that they have the Kylin token. They don't. It is not out yet. But guys, I could not be more excited about a project. Kylin is one of my favorite altcoins coming out. I'm so excited for it. And I think the launch of the Kyle token is coming soon. They have been getting a bit weird on their Twitter feed. Okay, they've been tweeting photos like this one and this one and this one. Okay, they're dropping some sort of hints. I don't know what they mean, but I know they've been building and building and building for a very long time. So I got my fingers crossed that this one's going to be coming out soon. And when it does, Milty is going to be filling his bags. All right, guys, that's it for Milty's All Oracle episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little. For all my newbie Cryptowisers, make sure you know what Chainlink is. That is Crypto 101. But for all my veteran Cryptowisers, I hope you enjoyed learning about Milty's favorite Oracle projects. But of course, as always, I want to hear from you Cryptowisers. What are the Oracle projects that you love? Tell me in the comments, what Oracle projects do you love? Which ones do you hate? Or do you just think Oracles are overrated in general? Let Milty know. You know I love talking crypto with my Cryptowisers. One last reminder to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching. And if you found this video valuable, you might also want to give Milty the old thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Until next time, my name's Milton saying over and out.